Hello friends, Teacher Lindsay here. I have my friend Max with me today. He's gonna read a little story with us. Today we are going to read Where the Wild Things Are. Now this story and pictures are by Maurice Sendak. That means that he wrote the story and he drew the pictures. Wow. Let's open it up and see. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, and another, his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still!" and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild of all, and made him king of all wild things. There he is. Max is king. Here's our buddy Max. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Let's find out what wild rumpus looks like. Oh, look, they're howling at the moon. Oh! And they're hanging and swinging from the trees. Oh, look at Max, king of the wild things. "Now stop," said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled something good to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. Oh, look. He does look sad and lonely, doesn't he? But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No. The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. There he is. He's saying goodbye to all the wild things. And he sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. And in the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Oh, looks like he's back home. And it was still hot. Oh, what do you think, Max? Good to be back home? Yeah, we'll take off your wolf suit.